All right, so now we've built everything in our scene and we've created all our attributes and we've done everything we need to do to get this geometry together. Now we just want to do a little bit of a final cleanup process just to make sure that we're getting rid of any groups or attributes that are unnecessary and just getting this ready to finish up. So let me middle mouse click on the Create P-Scale Point VOP, and you can see we've got a bunch of attributes on this and we don't really need them all anymore. So what we're going to do is first, I'm going to do an attribute rename, because as we mentioned before, when we had used our polyframe SOP, we'd created an up attribute, but now that we're getting ready to actually kick this out, we want to rename that to orient because that's what the renderer wants. So I'm just going to go up to orient, and you can see that before that we have an attribute called up, and then after this now we have an attribute called orient, and up is gone. Okay, we just changed the name of that. And now what we're going to do is an attribute delete. And I'm going to delete out everything except what I want. And all that I want is CD, alpha, P-scale, and orient. So I'm going to delete everything except caret CD, caret alpha, caret P-scale, and caret orient, and I'm going to blow out everything out of any other field. Okay, so now we just have this clean list of just the attributes that we need to render. Okay, and then finally, I believe we deleted all the groups out before, so there's no groups that we need to deal with. And just as a final measure, I'm going to lay down a trail. I'm going to change this to compute velocity. And so this will actually then create a V attribute of velocity for us. And because we'd resampled all these lines, not by segment length, by a fixed number of points, we'll get a clean velocity output because our point count isn't changing and the topology isn't changing. So now we've cleaned up the attributes, we've renamed up to orient, we've created velocity. I'm going to make a null on the end of this. Call that underscore out, as I always do. Go up a level, grab our particle result geometry object here, go into the render tab, and I'm going to assign a material. We've made a shader, and in the shaders shop network, you can see it's called line, and we're going to assign that. And next up, we're just going to take a quick overview of that shader. I'm just going to show you what the simple shader we built is doing, and we'll render a frame out.